Okay, what's up, everyone, and welcome to my AEW review, or the Chris Jericho 30th anniversary show we had going on tonight. A lot of big things happened on AEW. Of course, the dog collar match between Cody and Brodie Lee for the TNT Championship, which I'm gonna have a lot to say about that in this show in general. But we do kick it off, though, with the FTW title on the line, which I don't really know why this is even a real belt. I don't know what meaning it has to this. I don't know. Is this belt being defended on Dark? Like, I wish somebody actually tell me that, because I'm not even sure why Brian Cage has that title, which the only reason I can think of is just because of Taz and ECW, because it was done back then. But Taz and Ricky Starks were on commentary. It was Brian Cage versus Will Hobbs for the FTW title. A very good match. I will say this. I like this match. This was good. Some would say a hoss fight out here. Like I said, both of these guys, really good. I think this was a good showcase for Willie Hobbs out there. The guy's a beast. Like I said, both of these guys are beasts. But this was good. Real good. I enjoyed this. This was a very good match. Some people say it's not enough big guys in AEW, but these guys killed it. I will say that. Cage did win, though, after dodging the frog splash from Hobbs, and Cage ended up getting the drill claw for the win. But after the match, Taz told Ricky Starks to go to the ring, but then he called them off, and he told Hobbs, like, that was impressive. You may have lost, but you look good out there, and I'm going to give you an option. Either A, you can join Team Taz, or B, you could turn down and these guys beat the hell out of you. But Darby Allin came out with his skateboard, pretty much backing down Cage and Starks. Taz says, you're going to learn not to stick your nose in my business, okay? I'm going to get you, you little punk. So, obviously that feud is still continuing between Taz, his team go against Darby Allin. But still, I did enjoy this match. Cage and Hobbs put out a good, like I said, they put a good match out there, and this gave Hobbs a good showcase out there. Especially, he's been getting a lot of good showing in the past few weeks, though, ever since they signed the guy. So I like Hobbs out there. Hopefully they keep doing better with him. They also had video messages for Chris Jericho in honor of his 30th anniversary. We got videos from Slash, Dennis Miller, Bully Ray, his dad, Ted Irvine, and Hiroshi Tanahashi, which there's been a lot of talk about New Japan tonight on AEW to what I've seen. Because there's been a lot of New Japan references, which we'll get to in a second, because right after what they had a video, like a video package of Lance Archer talking about he has faced Jon Moxley before, and, back at Wrestle Kingdom, for the whole IWGP US title and everything. And like I said, with Tana kind of making a little quick appearance and everything, some people think it may be an opening now. Could this be a partnership soon enough between AEW and New Japan Pro Wrestling? Is that forbidden door going to be open, as some say, as Jericho has said many months ago, all the way back in January, even when Jericho went against Tanahashi for the AEW. Well, it wasn't for the AEW title, but if Tana won back at Wrestle Kingdom, he would have got a shot for the AEW championship. But the whole thing with New Japan right now is that I know that the president over there, Harold May, had stepped down, and I know they have a new president. That's like the CEO of New Japan America. And trust me, I've heard at least about 4 references from about New Japan tonight on this show. Like I said, including the Tanahashi appearance and whatnot. Do I think it will be a partnership soon? I don't know. Listen, I know New Japan has had beef with the Elite. I don't know if it's just because of the sole reason of the president, but I don't know if he was the reason why they left New Japan to go form their own company. Because trust me, I've heard some of the back and forth stuff that the Elite and New Japan have kind of said about each other and whatnot. And don't get me wrong, we have talent on this show that has been over there in New Japan. Well, Jericho was already doing his own thing before he was even with AEW, but we've seen Jon Moxley over there. We've seen, Jeff Cobb signed with them, so I wouldn't count him an AEW guy. But Archer wasn't signed yet, but they've had at least a couple AEW and don't get me wrong, they've mentioned Wrestle Kingdom before, all the way back in January. I think Jericho even said it on this show and whatnot. I don't know if it'll be a partnership. Like I said, I just seen this beef between the Elite and New Japan. 'Cause I know the Bucks have said something about it, and Kenny has also in the past. So I don't know. All right, this one I don't know. Could it be a small opening right here? Maybe. Could this be the start of it? I'm not really sure. Okay, I'm honestly not sure. We'll see. I'm sure people would like to see a lot of matches between New Japan and AEW. I'm sure people are already saying, well, we could get who could they get over here from New Japan? You know, you can get Ospreay over here, or Suzuki, or Ibushi, or Naito, or you know, Okada and others and whatnot, or you know, AEW talent over there in New Japan. Even though half these guys were already in New Japan before they even made their own company over there and everything. Mox is back in the G1, or might as well put Kenny back in G1, or I don't know, okay? But like I said, it's been a lot of it. Do I think it's happening anytime soon? No. And like I said, that depends on the new president. Does he want to work with AEW? That's the question I think everybody wants to know. But I'm just gonna say we'll wait and see. That's all I'm gonna say. But next we have FTR versus the Hybrid 2. Jack Evans and Angelico for the tag titles. I have no idea why these guys have a tag title shot when you barely see them on TV, but at this point it's an open challenge, as some would say, with the tag belts. Now, I wanted to like this match in a way. I wish Jack Evans and Angelico get more TV time, but man, was Jack Evans just botching out there all over the place in this match. He was botching, and like, I'm not going to go name every spot, because trust me, he was botching a lot of times, but the biggest spot I had to say to myself, what the fuck was that, was when he did like a corkscrew on the air, and he didn't even hit, I don't know which FTR member it was or whatnot, I think it was Hardwood or whatnot, and look, his leg hit his head, but it's like he missed the whole move and immediately just did a moonsault, and you know, everybody wanted to go, you know, the announcers wanted to say, oh, he's had a leg injury, but nah, man, he was botching like way beginning of this match too, okay? He was just botching. Just, it just wasn't good, but that corkscrew, what he did out there, I just had to tell myself, what the fuck was that? And I like some parts of the match, but this was a botch fest, and I think that was mostly due to Jack Evans, okay? That's like just botchmania gold right there. I don't know what was going on with that, but I don't know. I'm kind of iffy on both sides of the coin of that match. But then right after, the Young Bucks did a super kick to the cameraman and everything. You know, I look at the Young Bucks sometime, and I swear they're trying to be badasses, but something about it's still not working. Matt Jackson, I don't know if he looks like a homeless man now. I don't know what's going on with Matt Jackson. He looks different for some reason, but I don't know how long they're going to keep doing this whole super kicking thing and like throwing money all over the place. Some people think it's a slow build or something, but I'm not really sure. They're going with the Bucks right now. But then, like I said, they get the weenies on stage, and the best friends come out talking about we're not just comedy backyard wrestlers, and you know, we're not going to say you're weenies and everything, but I guess Tony Khan gave them a tag title shot for next week for the anniversary show. And next thing you know, they brawled, and the best friends held up the titles. I see no chance in them winning the belts. Okay, it's not happening. All right, FTR will retain. MJF had a tribute to Chris Jericho, talking about how he spoke to Chris Jericho after Double or Nothing and told him that he had something, and told him not to be afraid and you know, follow a lot of inspiration and whatnot, and that Jericho gave him a nod and everything. So that was his tribute. They even had more, like, there's more tributes from Shaquille O'Neal, Gene Simmons, Don Callis, Lars Ulrich of Metallica, and DDP. Next, after that, they had the dog collar match, which of course they had a video package for both Cody Rhodes and Brodie Lee. Cody came out with Brandi and Arn Anderson, as Brodie Lee came out with John Silver and Anna Jay. Super thick, by the way, too. They also had the Doctor out there ringside, and Greg the Hammer Valentine, who was in the first ever dog collar match many years ago against Roddy Piper back then. So he was there observing the match in the crowd. Haven't seen Greg the Hammer Valentine in God knows how long. Brodie Lee, though, went against Cody for the TNT title. Now, I have a lot to say about this. Number one, I think this was great. I think both guys beat the hell out of each other. They look savage half the time. I think this is one of the better matches that Brodie Lee has put on in this company. I will say that. This was a fight. These guys, like I said, it was a lot of blood and everything. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed John Silver almost being a crash test dummy out there, getting hit immediately, didn't have a sit in a chair just to get kicked by Cody, and Jay had to get him out of there and everything. But I like this match. Some people believe Cody just likes to have a lot of blood in his matches for some reason, which I kind of see that before. Like Brodie Lee throwing Cody over the barricade, even pulling him in there. One point, Cody had Brodie Lee on the apron. It was a table set up, and he pretty much pushed him into him to hit a cutter on him and whatnot. Cody did a package power driver, which is through the commercial, through the table. I don't know why that was not on. I don't know why that wasn't even on the full screen. That didn't make sense. But both guys were just bleeding heavily out there. I know Cody was trying to get the Gringo Killer in, but that didn't work. He's still trying to use the chain to choke him, but Lee was able to get out of it. Even tried to reverse the choke Cody back into. Pretty much slammed him to the ground, pretty much using the chain to hit him with several punches. At one point, he took a chair and threw it at Arn Anderson's head, which Anderson got out the way. But when he got in the ring, Alex Reynolds came out. Anderson gave him the double A spine buster then, and then Brodie Lee punched him. Cody back up, punched him, and hit him with the chain several times. Hit him with a moonsault, start punching him again. Goes for the crossroads, but Brodie Lee kicked out at one. Once again, trying to go back for that Gringo Killer, but Brodie Lee got out of it, hit him with a power bomb, and they went back outside, pretty much pulling to the ring post, which they got near the top of the turnbuckle, which Brodie Lee hit a superplex in. But as they got up, Brodie Lee with a big dragon suplex, hit him with the discus and everything. But Cody got out of it, hit the final cut on him, and then he wrapped the chain around him and hit him with the crossroads for the win. And then, the Dark Order members came out, looked all disappointed, and got Brodie Lee out of there. But Cody, who was all in tears, then just got to cut this promo talking about how, people were telling me to go down a dark path where you turn this hair black. I'm like, really? You just got back 2 weeks ago. And then, talk about this is my life's work. I'm not pandering. I do this for the fans. I'm out here with you guys every week. And then he said he wants to defend the title next week for the TNT belt. At the anniversary show, and Orange Cassidy came out giving a thumbs up. Number one, let me say this. Like I said before, it was a brutal match. This was great. This was a fight. This was a brawl. But at the same time, no, did Cody really need to win the title back right here? Did he really need it? Okay, even I'll say Brodie Lee, and I shitted on him a lot in his company in a way where I just feel like they miscasting him. Did he really need to lose right here when he only held the belt for a couple months and whatnot? And it's like when Cody came back, I knew he was winning. And trust me, I can already hear the comments of him being the new Triple H, which I'm sure everybody has said for months now, or him being just another Jeff Jarrett and booking himself to win. It ain't no world title or nothing, but dude, this is the same problem with Lance Archer. It's like when Cody beat him, Archer was on I was going to say on life support at one point, or I just think he was pushed down the car. I don't know what's going to happen with Brodie Lee after this now, but this was just Cody, I feel like, making himself look good and everything. And it's like what happened when he had the belt the first time. It's like, hey, I could beat all these indie guys on, your favorite indie guys on the indies and whatnot. But it always amazed me that the best match I thought he had was with Scorpio Sky. Now it's the shortest, but what they did, bringing that Warhorse dude and all these guys, which they signed some of them, but it's like Cody had to make himself look good throughout most of the time, proving he can go against everybody, but I don't think he needed the belt back here. I honestly don't. Like I said, I can already just hear the Jeff Jarrett and Triple H comparisons, which the guy basically booked himself to win when you think about it. And this Orange Cassidy thing is like, didn't this dude have a title shot a couple weeks ago when Cody came back? Seriously. Didn't he have a title shot a few weeks ago? So why is he coming out asking for another title shot for? I don't understand that, nor do I even really want to see that match with Cody and Orange Cassidy. So, what makes me really believe he's going to beat Cody? I don't understand that. I don't know, man. Just a lot was a little bit wrong off the board after the match, going into the promo and everything. But, like I said, I still like the match. I just didn't think Cody needed the belt back. I really didn't. But I was like, immediately as this dude came back from doing his little TV show and everything, and dyed his hair black, I was like, he going to get the belt back. He wasn't going to lose like he did the first time, like under 30 seconds and whatnot. This was now like just a brawl and everything, and he was going to get that title back. He was. So, Cody, once again, the TNT Championship. Not the biggest fan, but, I don't know, man. You guys gotta book yourself to win. The new Triple H, some say. Or the new Jared out there. Next, they announced Wardlow, Colt Cabana, Hangman Page for the tournament for the AEW Championship. They interviewed Kenny Omega right after, which, by the way, Kenny is horrible, as I said on the microphone before, and this was not a good promo. I felt like this guy was all over the place talking about, yeah, I've been tournaments before, singles division, with the G1, and they thought he was being overconfident and everything. I don't care who it is, I'm going to take him out. Page is in the tournament, okay, Page is in the tournament, we'll deal with him and everything, but I don't feel like this is a good promo. I don't think Kenny is really that good in the mic in general. And I've said that when he was on commentary before a few weeks ago, he was not good. So I don't know why I keep letting him talk out there like that, but I felt like he was all over the place with his promo that I couldn't even understand where he was going with it at this point. I really didn't. So, yeah, man, gotta keep subtle with him. I don't know. That was not a good promo. Big Swole winning Serena Deb. Match was okay. Don't get me wrong, they got Deb out there and whatnot. And I like Serena Deb, which does kind of elevate the division, which they need a lot of people to elevate this division. Swole, I'm trying to like Swole, which I don't even know where she's been on the past few weeks on TV. Some say she may have had the virus because Cedric isn't on Raw, but I don't know. But yeah, the match was whatever. Honestly, Swole won with the Dirty Dancing and whatnot, but I don't know where this is gonna go and everything, but I don't see what could happen from this. Like I said, I like D, but I don't know where they're going with Swole right now. I honestly don't. It's probably one of the weakest matches out the night, but then he has the women's matches every week, almost every week if you ask me. Next, they had a promo from Jon Moxley talking about being the world champion. He has no time to rest, even for the anniversary show next week. That when one monster goes down, someone's gonna try to take me out again for another, and talked about how they, were at Wrestle Kingdom and everything. And, on October 14th, maybe he wins, maybe Archer does, but gonna have to unstrap his dead body to get it. And as Archer said, he told Archer, as you say, everybody dies, okay? They also have more promo packages, whatever, Ultimo Dragon, Silent Bob, Lance Storm, Thrill Seekers and everything, Chavo and whatnot. But in the main event for Chris Jericho's 30th anniversary, it was him and Jake Hager versus Chaos Project, Luther, and El Serpentico or whatever, and everybody singing Jericho's theme song. Listen, this main event was shit, okay? This was bad. I don't know why this was Chris Jericho's 30th anniversary match. And listen, I know Luther's his friend, and they even said on commentary, and he's known him for a long time and everything, but was this necessary to see? And I don't even know who the fuck that El Serpentico dude is. Like, is it like somebody say? Isn't my friend Steve say it's the same dude that Sammy kind of duped everybody into returning? So why the fuck is Jericho facing job guys in this main event? It was just shit. It was not good, and even Luther was botching out there. I saw him slip half the time out there. So, like I said, Jericho, yeah, I get he wanted to help his friend out and everything, give him a main event spot and, 30th anniversary. I'm sure it means a lot and everything, but just watching this match was not good. Jericho couldn't even save the damn match, okay? It just was not good. I don't know why this was even a 30th anniversary match for him. Like, it could have got someone better, but I guess it means to him, so I just thought that main event looked like shit, okay? It wasn't good. Jericho wants with the Judas effect, but as the everybody comes in and celebrate, Jericho's about to say something, but Wardlow and MJF came out, and basically, he talked about a champion and everything, and brought out a clown, which the clown had a gift or something, and it was a picture of MJF, and Jericho ended up taking the photo and breaking off the clown's head, and then hit him with a Judas effect, which is probably one of the best Judas effects you could see in a long time, because this one like it killed the guy out there and connected to his fucking mouth. So it looked like he just killed dude out there just doing that Judas effect and everything. And he says, I don't like clowns and don't ever interrupt me again. But then they laughed about it, and then they almost had like a Saturday Night Live opening, closing on there with the credits, all made by Chris Jericho and everything, and that everybody can come for a drink, and it's almost like it was like a comedy skit they did with him and MJF, just to have like, hey, that's our show, everybody, it's Saturday Night Live, that's our show, credits roll. So there you go. As for this episode, I thought it was good. The most things you could really take that was good from this was the dog collar match, Hobbs and Cage, and just Jericho's 30th anniversary in general. Not the match was shit, but obviously they just tried building into Jericho and MJF, which is probably going to be like Cody, where MJF just befriends him, and then sooner or later ends up turning on Jericho, or maybe he turns on Sammy since he's trying to get rid of him in the group. I'm not sure, but one of the two. And whatnot. But like I said, the show was good. Just the main event was bad, and I don't even know. Honestly, I don't even think people know who the fuck Luther is. I really don't. But I will say one thing for in this review, and it is cool that Jericho has been in wrestling for 30 years and whatnot, and business and everything. I will say a couple things though that. Listen, man, I've watched Chris Jericho for a very, very long time. I've basically watched him since his debut in the WWF and whatnot. I don't remember a lot of his WCW stuff because I probably wasn't paying much attention. I'm sure everybody knows about the Ralphus and the 1,004 holds and everything, but like I said, I watched Jericho throughout the years, like I said, from the WWE and whatnot. Just, we could go from a lot of things to say, Ayatollah Rock and Rolla, or his debut, or first ever undisputed champion, beat Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin the same night, 10-time Intercontinental champion between both the WWE and New Japan, or stupid idiot, or you just made the list, or I'm from Winnipeg, you idiot. There's a lot to say. It is. We can talk about Jericho's career and whatnot. So, like I said, I'm just kind of going off random memories and whatnot. But there's one thing I can say about Chris Jericho, which there's a reason why he's had so much longevity in wrestling, is the guy can reinvent himself. He can do anything and still remain relevant. We can go through a lot of things, from when Jericho was just first there, to being a heel, to suit Jericho, to big vocabulary Jericho, to beat 1,000 opponents and 1,004 opponents. You got Y2J Save Us Chris Jericho with the light up jackets and everything. The Scarf of Jericho, the List of Jericho. Just many ways Jericho has reinvented himself throughout the years. Even when he left WWE, kind of after a while. What happens? The guy shows up in New Japan Pro Wrestling, goes against Kenny Omega, just he finds a way to keep you talking about him, okay? And he's done a lot of great things, help people out in the business and whatnot, but and whatnot. But yeah, like I said, going into New Japan and Omega, Wrestle Kingdom, and just going from being the Painmaker and going against Naito, going against Okada, going against Tanahashi. Probably more people in New Japan for all I know, but like I said, Jericho has found many ways, and a little bit of the bubbly, and I'm sure people know more that I could speak on, but like I said, Jericho, you have to put him up there with one of the GOATs, okay? He is, I would put in a way, one of the greatest of all time. Like I said, he has found a way to keep himself relevant for this many years and still get people to talk about him. So you have to give Jericho a lot of credit and everything. That's kind of how I would put it, but yeah, that's. I just want to say a couple things though before I get off here. I just want to say a couple things about Jericho and whatnot. Like I said, the guy's just done it all. Like I said, multiple world champion, first ever AEW champion and whatnot. So yeah, that's what I would think about it. when it comes to Jericho's career. I'm trying not to forget anything before I go, but I think I've said mostly what I've had to say on him and whatnot. I think so. Unless you want to add anything and comment on this, and what are your favorite moments of Chris Jericho throughout the many years and everything? Because yeah, I would go to a whole history lesson, but I'm not going to. I can go all the way back to Thrill Seekers with Lance Storm, but not going to happen right now. But yeah, like I said, just crazy how this guy's been this long. But good on him from 1990 all the way to 2020. All right, so good on Chris Jericho. So I just wanted to speak on a couple things before I go on this, but. Peace out, and check out any other video that is online. Peace. Damn.